Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back and thank you for supporting me. I'm Coretta. So in my last video, I created some nameplate bamboo earrings using cardstock. A few of you have asked me to create the nameplate necklace to go with the earrings. So in this video, I will show you how to create cardstock jewelry by making a nameplate necklace. Come on, y'all. Let's see how I did it. For this project, I will be using gray cardstock, foil cardstock, and glitter cardstock. I will be using UV resin, a UV light, a wire clipper, art glitter glue, a necklace jewelry making kit, and a brush. I will leave a list of all of the items in the description of this video. To begin, I am going to type my name by adding text. To add text, I am going to select the text icon on the left toolbar. When the text box opens, I am going to type Retta. With the text selected, I am going to change the font. To change the font, I am going to make sure that my font is selected. And then on the font menu, I am going to select the font drop-down menu. I'm going to click on System because I only want the fonts on my computer to show. And then I'm going to search for Milkshake. I'm going to select the font and then click anywhere on the canvas to close the panel. Next, I am going to create an offset. But to get a better result for my offset, I am going to increase the size of my text. So I'm going to change the size of my text to 13 inches proportionately. To change the size, I am going to select my name, and then on the top toolbar under size, I'm going to keep the lock proportion locked, and I'm going to change the width to 13. The height will change proportionately. And so that you can see what I'm doing, I am going to change the color. So again, making sure that my name is selected, I'm going to go to the top toolbar. Next to Operation, I'm going to select the color swatch, and then I'm going to change it to yellow. I'm going to click anywhere on the canvas to close it. As you can see, I am using a script font. And with the script font, the connection of the letters create another cut where each of the letters meet. I want to create a single cut path, and to create a single cut path, I am going to select my name, and then on the bottom of the layers panel, I'm going to select Combine and then Weld. Now I am going to add the offset. To add the offset, I am going to select my name again, and then on the top toolbar, I'm going to select Offset, and then I'm going to change my distance to 0.125. You can also change your distance by using the slider bar, but now that I have my distance, I am going to select Apply. Next, I want to create the ring holes for the necklace to attach. To do this, I am going to select Shapes on the left toolbar, and then I'm going to select a circle 2 times. And then I'm going to select Shapes again to close the panel. I'm going to change one of the circles to yellow. So selecting this circle, I am going to go to the top toolbar, and next to operations on the color swatch, I am going to select yellow, and then I'm going to click anywhere on the canvas to close it. So I'm going to move this down a little so I can have some room to work. Now I'm going to size the yellow circle to 1.5 inches proportionately. And to do this, I'm going to select the yellow circle. On the top toolbar under size, I'm going to keep the lock proportion locked, and I'm going to change the width to 1.5 and hit enter. Next, I'm going to select the black circle and the yellow circle, and I'm going to center them. So on the top tool, I'm going to select both of the circles, the black circle and the yellow circle. On the top toolbar, I'm going to go to Align and then Center. After the circles are centered, I am going to go to the bottom of the Layers panel. I'm going to select Slice. Once the slice is complete, I am going to delete all of the unwanted pieces. Next, I am going to size the ring hole. So making sure that the ring hole is selected, on the top toolbar under size, again, I'm going to keep the lock proportion locked, and then I'm going to change the width to 1. For my necklace, I want to have 2 ring holes. So I am going to select the ring hole, and then on the top of the Layers panel, I am going to select Duplicate. Now I am going to position the ring holes where I want them on my offset layer. Once I get the ring holes in position, I am going to make sure that they're positioned evenly on the offset. To do this, I am going to first hide the yellow layer. So selecting the yellow layer, and then on the Layers panel, I am going to select the eye icon for the highlighted yellow to hide this layer. Again, on the Layers panel, I am going to select the ring holes. So I'm going to select a ring hole, and then I'm going to hold my Shift key, and I am going to select the second ring hole. With both ring holes selected, I am going to go to the top toolbar. I'm going to select Align and then Center vertically. If one of the circles are not touching, you want to move both of the circles at the same time. So in this instance, I am just going to move my circles down using the arrow key on my keyboard, because I want the ring hole on top of the A to be down a little further. And then once I get it positioned, then I'm good. Now that I have my ring holes positioned, I want to weld them to the offset. To do this, I am going to select the offset and the 2 ring holes. And then on the bottom of the Layers panel, I'm going to select Combine and then Weld. Now I'm going to unhide my yellow layer by going to the Layers panel, and I am going to select the eye icon for the layer to unhide it. And then I'm just going to move it to the front. Now that I have my nameplate design, I'm going to size it. For this project, I am going to change my name with the offset to 3 inches proportionately. So selecting both the offset and the name, I'm going to go to the top toolbar, leave the lock proportion locked, and I'm going to change the width to 3 inches and hit enter. Now that I have my name and my offset size, I need to create my layers. Because I'm using cardstock, I want to create multiple layers and glue them together to make the nameplate sturdy. To create the layers, I'm going to separate the offset from the name. Then I'm going to select the offset. This is the back of the nameplate. I will be using silver metallic cardstock for this layer. I want the back of this layer to be silver metallic also. So I'm going to duplicate the layer and then flip it horizontally. So to duplicate, I'm going to make sure that the offset layer is selected. I'm going to go to the top of the layers panel and I am going to select duplicate. Then I'm going to select the offset again, the duplicate offset, and then I am going to flip it horizontally. So to do that, I am going to make sure that the duplicate offset is selected. I'm going to go to the top toolbar and I'm going to select flip and then flip horizontally. I'm going to select the offset layer again and I'm going to duplicate it. So on the top of the layers panel, I'm going to select duplicate. Then I'm going to change the color to green. So making sure it's selected, I'm going to go to the top of the toolbar under operations, select the swatch, and then change the color to green and click anywhere on the canvas to close the panel. Now the green layer is the support layer. It is going to go between the two metallic cardstocks. I will be using a gray cardstock. So with the green layer selected, I am going to go to the top of the toolbar, top of the layers panel, and I am going to select duplicate. And the last layer is the yellow layer. This is the top of the nameplate. I am going to cut this layer with silver glitter cardstock. For this project, I only need one of this layer. Now that I have all my layers, I'm going to select Make It on the top right. Here on this screen, I have 3 color coordinated mats. I will be using 8.5 by 11 cardstock, so I'm going to change my material size to 8.5 by 11 for all my mats. Once I have changed my material size, I am going to select Continue on the bottom right. Here on the material screen, I am going to select the material settings based on the cardstock that I will be cutting. For the silver metallic cardstock, I am going to select Heavy Cardstock. For the gray cardstock, I am going to select Medium Cardstock. And for the silver glitter, I am going to select Glitter Cardstock. I am going to get this cut out and I will come back to show you how I assemble it. So now with all the layers cut, I am going to assemble. To begin assembling, I am going to glue the support pieces together. I am going to make sure that when I am gluing them, that I am gluing them precisely on top of each other. I don't want them to be kind of off like that, but I want them to be precisely on top of each other. Now I am going to glue the front piece of the metallic cardstock on top of the support layers. I'm going to add the silver glitter layer next. Then finally, I am going to glue the back metallic piece to the rest of the name. After the nameplate has dried, I am going to apply some UV resin on the front of the nameplate, making sure that I get the edges. Once the UV resin has been applied, I am going to place it under the UV light for 3 rounds of 60 seconds. I will repeat this process for the back. Now that the UV resin is set, I'm going to add the necklace to the nameplate. So I have 2 chains here cut at 9 inches long. I have to attach them to the necklace, I have 3 jump rings, a lobster claw, and 2 larger jump rings because the smaller jump rings will not fit in the hoops in the ring holes on our nameplate. So these are the small jump rings. This is the lobster claw. And this is the larger jump rings. These jump rings did not come with the kit. These are jump rings that I already had. And so the first thing I'm going to do is attach to one of the chains. I'm going to attach a jump ring and a lobster claw to one side. And then I'm going to add the other side of the larger jump rings to the smaller jump rings. Now that I have the smaller jump rings attached to the chains, I am going to attach the larger jump rings to the nameplate and to the ends of the chain. Okay guys, here is the nameplate necklace with the name attached to the necklace. I think it is so cute. What do you guys think? I love it. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. All right, guys, that's all for now. I hope that you were able to follow along with my process. If you like this video and would like to see more, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you could be notified every time I upload a video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will respond back. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.